My name's Jolie and I analysed Uber. In 2019, Uber underwent a legal battle to continue to operate in the London region. However, in September, they were granted to operate on an 18-month licence as long as they abided by the regulations in place. In 2017, Uber applied for and was granted the 5-year application until 2019 when their licence was stripped due to many passengers put at risk as a result of the lack of safety of monitoring Uber employees working in London. Westminster Magistrates Court heard that 24 drivers shared their accounts with 20 other individuals, which led to 14,788 rides being carried out by unofficial employees, putting the lives of citizens at risk, delivering a low quality of service, and a lack of competency providing services internationally. So although it covers these three components of social responsibility, quality of products and services, and effectiveness of doing business globally, the main focus is the social responsibility to the community. So the ramifications of underperformance: huge competitor Lyft that operates within the US but has recently transitioned to operating and providing services in Canada could leave a potential market available for them if Uber's not able to operate internationally. The lack of safety of clients will only further encourage British people to continue to use public transport and taxi cabs a staple among London culture. This in turn has already led to a poor reputation, with many individuals looking to use alternative methods of transportation. Overall, a loss of profits and opportunities to operate globally, specifically in London and Europe. According to many online reviews, bad, terrible, and awful were all words used to describe the customer service of Uber. So the current structure and design of Uber is a hierarchical structure, with Dara Khosrowshahi as formal authority over his employees in this structure, and he promotes the idea that no boss, no shifts, no limits. Uber brands themselves as a car sharing service, but their website promotes an organization that is neither egalitarian or communitarian, as many young individuals that feature online are extremely well dressed and promote the idea that it's more of a luxury brand and luxury service that is not accessible to everyone. Uber's motto of no boss, no shifts, no limits has seen to become a prominent feature of the brand, promoting the free market system of entrepreneurship by promising workers that a flexible schedule and a self-directed workplace and limitless earnings can be achieved at their fingertips through app-enabled work, although this may not be the case. So the current culture and organizational effectiveness of Uber: the promised culture that work has flexible hours, there's no boss, and you can make large amounts of money when driving for Uber is extremely unrealistic, which leaves many workers unprotected from many rights that actual employees would be granted, as drivers for Uber are not technically classified as employees. The poor leadership among Uber and their poor structure has not allowed them to grow and has caused many issues with the lack of safety issues and the lack of monitoring of the actual employees working. The culture of false promises: although they've been successful temporarily, if they're looking to expand internationally, they'll need to fix this if they want to continue to grow. The conscious culture principles: none of them align with Uber's current structure and culture. Uber's not shown that they're willing to help others, only to benefit from their stakeholders, with the idea that their workers are not employees solely for tax reasons. The conscious culture is very challenging due to the framework that is currently in place for this particular organization. And as for stakeholder orientation and leadership, there's been little evidence that has shown management seek value in helping others and inspiring them to guide others on a valuable pathway. So when redesigning this model, I would implement these 4 tenets. So the new plan, for using Kotter's 8-step plan, I would first create a sense of urgency. So the London licence, upholding the standards and regulations set in place by the magistrate to continue to operate internationally and through monitoring current employees with thorough and stricter background checks. Second, building a guiding coalition. So building a coalition to ensure the framework incorporates conscious capitalism tenets and has an organisation founded on quality people looking to guide change. Forming a strategic vision and initiative, so this higher purpose, engaging in new initiatives that promote this with the new individuals who are at the core of the company. Enlisting a volunteer army, so encouraging others to enlist with the idea that their lives will be better as a result of this change and as a movement, not a temporarily short-term fix. Then enabling action by removing barriers, so removing the hierarchies to allow for creativity and freedom to work, which to create the best impact possible. Generate short-term wins, so sharing the success of small-time wins through communication not only develops these skills but also allows individuals to feel valued through recognition. This could be through social media or internal communication messaging for Uber specifically. And then finally, so sustaining this acceleration, so to continue to keep expanding, encouraging individuals to keep striving and working towards a common goal, expecting higher standards from themselves and setting goals to measure the progress of individuals and the company, and then instituting change. So upholding these standards to ensure success and following through with initiatives and new structures in place to achieve long-term change. So the challenges to the plan, so disbanding the current structure. So this could be problematic as in the short term they could see performance decrease, and ensuring that they have the right employees that align with their vision to allow for further growth and performance, and the laws of ride-sharing companies. So many competitors have protested the issues and regulations regarding Uber's efforts to function within Europe, as protests have taken place in Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Berlin, Milan and Rome, demonstrating that Uber has become a disruptive innovator across Europe. So solutions to the plan. So seeking compromise between authorities and Uber's vision to expand internationally. So seek compromise among governments within Europe, as demonstrated in France, will allow for expansion. This will also further growth with less tensions and restrictions in place, and continue to ensure the safety of riders and implement thorough background checks. So monitoring the individuals that are working for Uber. So the realignment of subsystem to allow for this, encourage participation for the workers and employees of Uber, foster open communication to communicate if the changes and adaptations of the plans are too strict and too rigid and maybe need to be adapted in the short term to then further their growth in the long term, and offering small rewards to promote change. This will help when adapting to this new organizational structure to encourage individuals to become leaders within their sub-teams. So lessons learned. Although structure change may affect performance, communication and decision-making in the short term, the long-term goal of successfully expanding internationally, not only expanding but providing a quality service that embodies conscious capitalism tenets to create a purposeful business model that not only benefits financially but benefits the community. So putting the safety of clients first, ensuring the employees buy into the vision, serving this higher purpose of conscious capitalism tenet, creating a culture of servant leadership and allowing followers to bring ideas. Managing this culture will be difficult, but culture is a vital component of companies that boost performance when it's relevant, strong, and encourages innovation that will further change to its environment. So creating a positive environment, developing and upholding this clear mission, and selecting individuals that align with the core company values.